Peace, peace, peace. What up, y'all? Choke no joke. Excuse me. I'm not choke no joke tonight. I am Professor Choke No Joke, and you just tuned into the entertainment school. All right. So let me get this going. Make sure that my Patreon people is in the building. Let me make sure. Okay, we in the building. We are in the building. Let's see. Let's see. Said Fred, what up? What up? Let me just make sure my Patreon's rocking. Fred, what up? What up? Okay, we live. We live on the Patreon, all right? We are live on the Patreon right now, all right? We are live. We are live. We are live, all right? Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed to my Patreon channel. And now, Ray, I see you. Okay. You in the building on the Patreon. Pretty Gangsta, I see you on the Patreon. Said Fred, I see you on the Patreon. Like I said, tonight, y'all, is the entertainment school. All right. And I'm your professor, Choke No Joke. And tonight's episode, all right, or excuse me, tonight's master class begins my first lesson and working in the entertainment industry and being in the entertainment industry from all aspects of it. You know, whether you're a CEO, whether you're a manager, whether you're an artist, whether you're a stylist, whether you are a publicist, whether you are a manager, you do marketing, promotion, street team, product placement, product managers, everybody that all comes together to make everything work for you in your career is what this is all about. All right. So, of course, I am qualified. You know what I'm saying? Being in this entertainment industry for over 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So I am now teaching a master class. This is what you're going to learn from me. And a lot of the stuff you are going to learn from experience, not book knowledge, straight from experience, from watching and learning. Okay? Now, I know some of y'all may be upset that I'm not straight live on YouTube with this, but like I told y'all, I'm on Patreon right now. And I've been doing a lot of stuff for free over these years, and y'all supported me. You know, plenty of y'all have gave donations. But for the information and the knowledge that I'm about to give here, this is not to be given away. It is for those who really, you know, support beyond just the moral support and the likes and the subscribes, you know, because I would be doing this straight on YouTube if people would just hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? But people when I check my analytics, half of the people that watch my videos don't subscribe. So why am I just going to just keep going on YouTube if y'all not going to just subscribe? Like, y'all niggas be hating so much, you won't even hit the subscribe button. So it's when I get X amount of subscribers, which I'm still watching to see if the subscribers go up, then I'll start going live on YouTube with it. Right now, you know, I'm on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to see it live, then you will join the Patreon, or just wait for it to hit YouTube whenever it hits YouTube, if it hits YouTube. And with these master classes, I'm not going to be putting the whole thing on YouTube. This is strictly for my Patreon people because they're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So this first master class, you're going to learn a lot of different things. So it's this one, the subject is going to be Dame Dash. Now, I wanted to do this master class with Dame Dash, you know, but, you know, he never reached out. And I just heard him on Clubhouse recently saying, oh, yo, I want to work with everybody. I ain't got no beef with nobody. Well, y'all see me reach out to this nigga. I'm not going to make it look like I'm begging to work with him. But I extended the olive branch. So this is something that I tried to do with BET. This is something that I try to do with Dame. And, you know, the people at BET didn't hit back fast enough. This nigga didn't come off his ego. So I'm just going to do it myself and show people that it works. You know what I mean? Determine mind, good looking. So how I'm going to start off this first class is, in this first class, I will be a producer. I am a producer, director, videographer for this class, as well as I will be taking my experience and explaining things to y'all along the way, you know, so you can learn and know what you looking at, and you can also either correct your mistakes if you was doing something wrong, or know what you're doing by watching this. And you're not going to get a better teacher in this situation than myself as a videographer, producer, director that's been in the industry for 25 years. And you're not going to get a better example from a CEO than Damon Dash, as far as being raw, honest with his emotions, his feelings, and his jewels. So, choke no joke, this is the entertainment class, you know what I mean? Entertainment school, pardon me. That's what this is called, the entertainment school. I'm your professor, choke no joke, all right? And we're going to get into our first lesson of today, right? Now, this lesson right here is not going to be a short lesson. This lesson is going to last, it probably could last about up to 2 months. So what's going to happen here, what I'm setting up for y'all to teach y'all is, if you are working with an artist, you need to be watching this. If you are running a record label or are inspired to have a record label and to put out a label, this here is for you. If you are an artist, this is for you. Or if you are looking to work in entertainment as far as music and fashion, you need to be tuned in and locked into this, all right? So as I get started on this one, let me set this up. Now, once again, Professor Choke No Joke, I'm going to be coming in and out to explain and teach the wrongs and rights and why things is happening the way that they are, okay? Now, starting this off, this is going to be a trip where myself, Damon Dash, the Young Gunz, and some more staff members are going to go to London on a trip to introduce Great Britain, UK, or London to the Young Gunz, who have now put out Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and it is taking off, right? At this point, they got about 5,000 BDS spins. But also, in this class, you are going to learn that this is the beginning of the end of Rockefeller. Right now, Dame and Jay are both pulling the artists both ways. Dame's trying to take them with him, and Jay's trying to take them with him, right? So you're going to also learn this lesson from the artist perspective, from Chris and Neef, on decisions to make and being pulled in different ways. Learning contracts, learning who's for you and who's not. This is very important. This is the part of hip hop history that has not been shown, that will be shown for the first time today. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not on my patreon.com/no joke, you're about to miss all the visuals. And I'm going to cut this Instagram at some point because y'all got to come to Patreon. It ain't fair to them. You know what I'm saying? But being that y'all can't see nothing, I'm going to let y'all get a little experience of what this is going to be like. And when you hear it, you're going to be running over to Patreon to see it. So let's get it started. All right. Choke No Joke, Professor Choke No Joke. This is the entertainment school. All right. My master class on being in entertainment. Subject, Damon Dash. If you want to be a CEO, follow this guy, positive things, and learn from his negative things. And you can be greater than him if you can learn from his minds and others' mistakes. Learn from mistake coming Memorial Day weekend, about 90 days away from my album. All right. So now, setting this up on this trip, Mike Flizzy, what up, Mike Flame here? You know what I mean? On the patreon.com. So right here now, we all are going to London, but we all are coming from different places. The Young Gunz is coming from a show somewhere. Dame is coming from some in Fashion Week somewhere. I'm coming from somewhere else, but we all meeting at the Clearport. Like I told y'all, when I worked at Rockefeller, I never flew commercial, only private jets, except for one time, and that was on the Concorde. So that don't count because the Concorde is something special. And thank God that, you know, he was blessed me to fly around on private jets based off my talent. Not me nut hugging a nigga, not me carrying a nigga bags, based off my talent. So if you believe in yourself, your talent will get you far. Trust me. All right. So now in this trip, Dame is getting on me in the beginning because last trip, every time, well, not every time, a lot of times that we was ready to make the next move, I was late meeting the crew. So what I learned, what I'm teaching y'all in the master classes, if you are a videographer for an artist, a label, or a manager, or anybody outside of the boss, and there is a time to meet, I suggest you get there 15 minutes before the time to meet. Never let the boss see you be late. Never let the boss beat you to the location or the meeting point. It is a bad look for you. And I learned that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a street dude coming in the industry, you know, I'm on CP time, this, that, and other. And then I learned how by me being late, it makes everything late. So you cannot be late in business. That is like the number one rule that I learned dealing with Dame, because everything is like this. We moving. You cannot be late. You know what I'm saying? So always put time first. Always calculate how long it's going to take you to do something or get somewhere or something. You never want the CEO to complain about you being late. And I could have lost my gig if I wasn't super talented. He could have been like, yo, I don't want to rock with this dude no more. He always late. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from the first trip to stay on point. You know what I'm saying? So not only did I learn to not be late, I also learned to be prepared ahead of time. So whenever Dame came to me, I was prepared because I didn't want to hear him complain. And his complaining ain't complaining. His complaining is making you better. You know what I'm saying? So on this trip, I made sure to get to the Clearport before everybody. Not only did I make sure that you got a film for me to produce, as long as you got the budget, you can do it. Hit me. Not only did I get to the Clearport before Dave, now if you are somebody that runs around with an artist and your job is to document everything, you want to make sure your cameras is charged. You want to make sure you got tapes or cards ready on deck to switch out if they get full. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure your batteries and your lights and everything is charged before you get to the location. Because if the CEO jumps out the car and says, let's go and film, and you got to go run and put the camera together and get it out the bag, he's going to be irritated. She's going to be irritated. They're going to be irritated. I learned this. So moving on, we're going to get started right here. And right now we at Teterboro in New Jersey, what we call the Clearport, you know, at Signature Private Jet Airlines. And this is where it starts. And like I said, I'll come in and out to teach you things, you know, but like I said, the first thing first, always be prepared for your subject when they come in, all right? And you'll see when you look at Dame's energy that why somebody like him you had to be prepared for, because this dude will constantly joke and clown you, all right? Let's go, all right? Professor Choke No Joke, my master class, all right? This is lesson 1, all right? Let's get into it. New York to London. Now, I'm taking you on this trip from New York to London all the way back. That's when the lesson's over. And then we're going to talk about what you learned from this lesson. But for every class, I'm going to do a Google Hangout for my Patreons. And we'll talk about this first episode one day this week. And I'll set up a Google Hangout for everybody on the Patreon so we can come in. Y'all can ask me questions, you know, Q&A type answers, questions and answers to this. All right. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's get it going. This is my first class, my master class, Professor Choke No Joke. It's entertainment school. All right. You want to be a successful entertainment? You got to learn from the people before you, especially the ones that did good. Let's do it.
Sorry, listen, it's Fashion Week. You know what I mean? I had to go to the Tommy Hilfiger show, and I went to go eat, and then I went to the bungalow. You know what I mean? So I was like, we partying and shit. They're like, where you going next? I'm going to London. That's what. But I'm sorry I'm a little late.
Take it from the top.
Sorry, listen, it's Fashion Week. You know what I mean? I had to go to the Tommy Hilfiger show, and I went to go eat, and then I went to the bungalow. You know what I mean? So I was like, look, we partying and shit. They're like, where you going next? I'm going to London. That's what. But I'm sorry I'm a little late. You didn't get caught up in no shit, right? But we all good. Shit. Yeah, I'll be at work at 2 o'clock when we land, 4 o'clock. Young Gunz is there? But they landed? How long? They just landed? I see. I knew it. I knew it. Don't be nervous sometimes. Look, see, I'm in the club. They're like, get here, get here. I'm like, look, I'm not going to go there and be waiting at the airport. Like, y'all, I know when somebody's late. They said they just took off from Ohio. I was like, I got a good 2 hours. I'm going to stay in the club. Fuck that. Mind your business. So we're going to do a deal because the last trip, Choke was late. Out of 10 days, he was late 8, maybe 9. So what are we going to do if you late? Let's just do. Let's have. You know what I mean? Just to keep you honest. What? Push-ups. When you want to do push-ups? You want to do some old jailhouse workout? What you want to do?
I don't know. You tell me.
$100.
$100 for every week?
Yeah, you gotta give me $100.
All right.
That'll work. Look at this shit. This is the hypnotizer.
Now, let me say something. Steve, what up? Steve said it's really dope having both of you together. Oh, Steve, trust me. This is the real me and Dane. This ain't so all this with us back and forth on the internet beefing, and that's not me and Dame. Me and Dame is really cool. You know, he just got ego, I got ego. But at some point, you know, God, you know, with God's grace, our egos will be out the window and we're going to team up again and niggas going to be in trouble. But I want y'all to see me and Dane's relationship in this. And this is after the fight in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Said Fred, what up? I see you in the live chat on put you on the screen, my nigga. Put my nigga on the screen, say Fred in the building. But if you see how Dame's talking to me here, this is our relationship. Me and this nigga get along great. You know what I'm saying? But when people come in between the egos and all that other stuff, you know, it ruins relationship. But we'll get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this will remind him of how much he respect me, you know? So this is the other thing right here in this part right here that I want to talk to y'all about. Now, you see Dane came to me and he says to me, Choke was late 8 out of 10 times, 9, even if it was exaggerated. I never gave him no mouth back. This is what I learned about dealing with Dane. If you wrong, and then anybody else, when you're wrong, don't make excuses. That's the one thing I learned about Dane. If Dane says something to you and you know you wrong, like he said, yo, Choke, you was late 8 out of 10 times. I know it may not have been 8 times. The number is exaggerated, but I was late. So I'm not going to debate. Nah, nigga, it wasn't late. No. You know what I'm saying? I was late showing up to the next locations. I know I was late. So I'm not going to debate him. And with it, you shut up, you listen, and you make it better. You correct your mistakes. That's all you have to do is correct your mistakes. You don't have to sit there and apologize all the time. You apologize by making it right. So Dame says to me, all right, Choke, well, since you know you was late last time, we got to have a penalty this time if you're going to be late. I already know in my mind I'm not going to be late because I don't want to hear it no more. But now he wants to put a penalty in place. I'm not worried about the penalty because I know I'm not going to be late. So I say, all right, 100 push-ups every time I'm late. Oh, nah, nigga, you just want to work out. I want $100. Now, $100 every time I'm going to be late, we could be going, in one day, we could be going to 5 to 10 different places. I could be late 10 times, 5 times, and we'll have to give him 500. But my money was long, you know, back at Rockefeller, so I wasn't even worried about it, especially at that point, because Jay-Z done hit me with the big check already for me getting jumped. So I wasn't even worried about being late giving him $100. But you'll see in this trip how many times I paid him $100. You know what I'm saying? Because this is an entertainment school. You're going to learn by example. I'm going to show you I'm not perfect. Watch what happens. All right? So that's another lesson. If you're taking notes, when you're working for somebody and they make a complaint about something, don't debate them. If you know you're wrong, just correct it. You correcting it and not giving them no lip back will go very far. Trust me. All right, let's get back into it.
don't know. You tell me.
$100.
$100, 30 something weeks?
Yeah, you gotta give me $100.
All right.
All right, bet. That'll work. Look at this shit. This to hypnotize people in Europe. Now, all right, Justin. I'm on my international grind. Now, whoever's been keeping up with me, the first time I went, Just Ski went with me when we did the first tour of Europe. He's so retarded, I had to put him on ice for a minute. He had to fall back. This nigga was crazy. But I like the dude. I know he wants to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, you know? And he's a good DJ. You know what I mean? Like every time I'm in the club and he plays shit, I'd be like, damn, the shit is smart. You know?
Now, another thing real quick. It is very hard to deal with people that have egos or people that are very successful. You know what I'm saying? Now, to deal with Dame is to deal with a lot, but I guarantee you working for Dame ain't half as hard as working for Puffy. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you there's people that tell you Puff is a lot worse than Dame. Silk Chain, what up, love? But outside of just Dame or whatever, you even if you've seen the movie The Devil Wears Prada, a lot of these bosses and CEOs egos be out of whack, they out of tight, or they not too nice, too cordial, or whatever. And everybody's not built for people to talk to them in a certain way. And you had to have very tough skin with Dame. Now look at Just Ski in the back. Now, excuse me. You see Dame get on me about being late. And he giving me a penalty about it. Same thing with Just. He had problems with Just Ski in the prior trips. And he say what he say. But you see Just face, Just don't like the fact that Dame is calling him out on it. Me, come with the criticism, let me make it better. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this to you. Try to learn to have an expression that when your boss or your employer is telling you something that they didn't like, that you not they don't look in your face and can tell that you have a problem with what they said. Accept what they said and make it better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let's move on. All right. Now look at Just Ski face in the background when Dame say that. Watch.
Time I went, Just Ski went with me when we did the first tour of Europe.
Look, like he cool with that, right? Oh, let me put it back on for y'all. Like you see, he cool with that. You know, when he said, now watch when Dame say something about negative about what he did. Watch his face.
So retarded, I had to have my.
Well, he called him retarded, so he called him retarded. I guess I probably would have made that face too.
Put him on ice for a minute. He had to fall back because this nigga was crazy. But I like the dude. I know he wants to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, you know? And he's a good DJ. You know what I mean? Like every time I'm in the club and he plays shit, I'd be like, damn, the shit is smart. You know, the mixtape was cool. The whole design. Don't try to act like you ain't listening, you bum ass nigga. So anyway, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna give you one more shot, B. Let's do this correctly, B. Let's stay focused. Because I can't let anybody interfere with my $1 billion worldwide grind. I work too hard. So anyway, also we got the Young Gunz now. The Young Gunz just did a record called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. 5,000 BDS, B. That's a hit record. They 19. So I want to show them everything I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to Europe and shut it down. Plus, I need that money in Europe. So they're going to private jet it, live the life I live on an everyday level so they can understand what they jeopardizing if they fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do with all my artists. You know what I mean?
Now, what you just heard there, let me set this up. This is the point when Dame and Jay is breaking up and they getting ready to split. So the artists now have to choose if they're gonna go with mommy or daddy. Y'all can just determine who's mommy or daddy. Are they going with Dame or Jay? You know what I'm saying? So part of this trip is for Dame to convince the Young Guns to stay with him. Now the Young Guns just came and met us at the Clearport to go to London for the first time because Dame wants to take them to London to get in their head, right? But they just came off the Rock the Mic tour date over here. So Jay's already in their head. Jay already done got in their head about who y'all going with. Dame is taking them over there so he could try to get in their head. That's why he said what he just said. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention.
So anyway, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna give you one more shot, B. Let's do this correctly, B. Let's stay focused. Because I can't let anybody interfere with my $1 billion worldwide grind. I work too hard. So anyway, also we got the Young Guns now. The Young Guns just did a record called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. 5,000 BDS, B. That's a hit record. They 19. So I want to show them everything I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to Europe and shut it down. Plus, I need that money in Europe. So they're going to private jet a little life I lived on an everyday level so they can understand what they jeopardizing if they fuck up. You know what I mean?
So they can understand what they jeopardizing if they fuck up and don't go with me and go with Jay. Pay attention. This is just the beginning.
That's what I'm gonna do with all my artists, you know what I mean? The whole time, I'm just trying to teach them business and talk to them. You know, they're young, you know what I mean? So I want them to have their money. I want them to save their money. I want them to pay taxes. I want to make sure that they see what it is, the work ethic, how focused you got to be to really win. Because they're good dudes. And that's what my responsibility is to all my artists. Because all my artists can be as rich as me. Always look out for your team. That means more than anything. Because without them, you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. All my artists is rich. You know what you're here about?
Now, I will give Dame that. Dame always kept the artists, for the most part, in his best interest and tried to teach and educate them. Jay, not so much. Was not around, was not. But I'm not going to get on here because then niggas start crying, oh, you took your bull, Jay-Z. Oh. So let me just stick to it. And remember, Dame was the one with the $1 billion dream. That was his dream. That's why Dame always, Jay always throw it out there because he's really antagonizing Dame because he know that was his dream. And he beat him to it. All right, let's keep moving.
And you're gonna really, but nah, you haven't really been on my grind, my worldwide grind. You're gonna see. You're gonna be like, this nigga is crazy. He doesn't sleep. And how does he party every day? Tell him, Johnny. Tell him, B. I'm prepared. I'm ready to work, B. I'm ready to take over. You hyped to take over? Is that why you got that little ass sweatsuit on? Yo, this nigga looks like a skunk. What is it?
I told you, G. I told you.
He said, I told you. He's scared of private jet. Now we gonna see. Now it's just me and you, B. Nobody to jump in. I'm gonna cut you up the whole time.
With it, brother.
Now we gonna see what's good. No T-strong.
I don't need T-strong. I'm gonna go to Killer Jones. I go to Killer Jones.
I'm with that. I'm with that. You look like a panda bear. Look.
That's 5-star suit.
Yeah, nigga, 5-star.
Yeah,
say it again.
Say
Say it again. I just got that 3 years ago, you bum ass.
Nah, last year. This last year with fuck out of here. I woke me up.
I wore that on the last trip. I wore that on my first grind. And you can rewind it and see like I ain't trying to stretch. Get out of here.
Right, man.
So, real quick, y'all. You have to have thick skin to work with Dame Dash. Okay. Now, even though Big Face Gary is his childhood friend or his friend, you know, from around the way or whatever, but some people don't be in the mood to be joked on. Some people don't think it's funny when you snapping on their clothes and making them look bad in front of a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? But Dame never got that part. That was the part that was not a pro but a con of Dame. He got off clowning people. You know what I'm saying? He got off clowning people to make himself look better. And some cases, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But that's their Harlem thing. But you'll see moving on that sometimes Dame snap on people that don't even know him. And it kind of makes people feel a way. But you'll learn this. And I'm sure that he learned this over the years. But like I said, this is the entertainment school. You're going to learn by example. All right? But Big Face Gary, of course, that's his man. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's uncomfortable with him snapping on him, he's on fire back because that's part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? Even me, like I didn't grow up with Dame. Niggas stay snapping on me, joking on me, everything. Even when I'm not for it. Bigger BX, what up? He in the building. I see you, Bigger BX in the Patreon. All right, what up, my G? Even like, you know, even for me, it's like, yo, I don't want to be joked on all the time, laughing and like it ain't funny, but it's part of the job dealing with him because that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people quit because they didn't want to be joked on all the time. So know that when you and get in this entertainment industry, there's no rules on etiquette on how to treat people. You know what I'm saying? You got to just know how it's your upbringing on how to treat people. But even those, you know, people like Dame, who probably was lame back in the day, and now he up, and the niggas that was cool look lame to him because he got more money. Hey, he gonna joke and crack jokes or whatever and make himself feel better on the inside. But well, like I said, it could be an insecurity to him too. But let's, you know, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be a lot of jokes in this, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep it moving.
Look at Johnny got his. Okay, Johnny. Yo, look at Johnny on his khaki game. This is the shit I'm talking about. Trust me, your whole life is gonna change up. I pack a lot of. Ooh, oh, all right. Oh, y'all trying to give me some. This joint just keep me on top of my game. Woo! Hit it with the green field, the green field. Come on, more ice. Green field, the green field.
Now, there's a lesson that I'm gonna teach y'all when it comes to management, right? The young guns, they go on this trip with Dame and they don't have their manager with them. Shout out to Alston. You know what I'm saying? And they going on the trip with Dame at the time where Dame and Jay is breaking up. So what you see right here now is Dame being extra. I'm not going to say gassing up Chris and Neef, but he's being extra because he's trying to pull them closer to him because him and Jay's breaking up and he wants them to come with him. You know what I'm saying? So all this extra, his puffiness, now he acting like Puffy. This is Dame outside of his character trying to reel him in. But he'll get back to himself. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pay attention. And this is why y'all artists, you always keep your business people around you because you never know when they trying to do a divide and conquer or just take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue. Shout out to Neve Buck. Shout out to Young Chris.
With the Rosie! Oh, the Rosie Perez! Hold on. You got the Rosie Perez, man. Oh, yeah. With the Wizzy, huh? Okay, young bud. I see how we doing it. I gotta keep me on top. Ooh! That's the truth. Ooh! In front of y'all, little. In front of me. You know what I mean? I'm kind of hot too. It's just that it's Rockwell, so you know what I mean? Look at this woman, this nigga. He got me. I designed that 2 years ago.
It's all right.
He wearing
You know, I was ready.
He wearing vintage Rockwell. Yo, I'm gonna cut this nigga up the whole time. Okay. Yo, lately, this is what he do. He get with the youngins, right? And he try to teach them wrong. He be trying to tell you, yo, you laugh with me, B.
I don't do that, nigga. I'm a vet, man. I'm a vet,
He be teaching them wrong. I be like, yo, I'm gonna get your ass.
Okay. Make sure it's funny. Laugh is funny. What you doing? I'm vet niggas up. Never. Are you serious?
He was outside in the waiting area like this. I'm like, yo, Charlie.
I was sleeping. You see me sleeping. I was sleeping, though.
This is only child at 1 in the morning. Fuck you talking about?
I'm 2 days trying to get that shit done, but I'm good, nigga. I'm good. I'm good. All right, I'm cool. Come on, I got a little fresh. I got a little fresh in my suitcase.
Well, yeah, come on, be fly fresh.
It's really
fresh every day. You keep acting like you the fresh. You keep telling me that you fresh as me.
No, I said some days I get. I said
there ain't no such thing as some days. That's not a fresh nigga.
You own the clothing line.
Fresh nigga is fresh every day.
Fresh every day.
That's how fresh I am. I own a clothing line. I'm so fresh, I own a clothing line. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Come on, nigga, let me hypnotize you.
Where's your jewelry
Shut
bag?
up,
That's crazy.
I'm about to hypnotize you. I'm about to hypnotize you. I'm about to calm him down.
That shit ridiculous. I ain't gonna front. That shit ridiculous.
You know what I mean? What's wrong with this nigga? Don't try to get on my side, you bum ass nigga. He told me. This nigga be in the rock radio like, yo, I'm fresh. Be with some bullshit. I be like,
having no.
Look at you now. Fresh nigga
This rainwear, man.
What you mean? This is rainwear.
This rainwear, man.
This my rainwear.
This rainwear, man.
They put on black sneakers like you gonna put on some
rainwear, man.
Nigga like a devil dog.
I don't like that suit either, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Who cares what you like? You don't know
that bum ass carpet.
But you like that?
It's hotter than that. Matter of fact, it's hotter than that. I made a decision.
I don't care.
I made a fucking decision. Look, I'm going to Europe.
I get a bum ass nigga say anybody's friend. That's like you telling me about mathematics or something.
And you got used hairs on your feet. They ain't brand new.
Nigga, they not brand new.
Pop tags to that.
See how he makes false accusations? I pop tags every day. What the fuck is wrong with you? My range sneakers is new and my hot sneakers is new. The fuck is you talking? My slippers is new. Nigga, I pop tags to walk around my house.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you? In front of me, nigga. You know what time it is. That shit's cold. That shit is cold.
That shit is cold.
Nigga looking like a black skunk.
Fruit punch on your suit? Fuck out.
See, this is where when Dame when Dame is getting mad when the niggas cutting him up. You know what I'm saying? See, now Big Face is getting the best of him. And when he said, yo, your sneakers wasn't fresh, Dame usually rock fresh sneakers every day. He'll wear them once and throw them away. Those sneakers he probably had on for about 2 days. And and Big Face caught him. And you see when I put the close-up on his sneakers, they wasn't fresh. The toes was cracked. Like you wouldn't catch, you know what I mean, wouldn't catch Dame with a crease in his sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So Big Face got him good right there.
I get a bum ass nigga say anybody's friend.
Let me get a close up of Dame's sneakers.
I don't do that, nigga. I'm a
Trust
vet,
me,
man. I'm a vet,
They
man.
teaching them wrong. I be like, yo, I'm gonna get your ass.
Okay. Let's laugh. Make sure it's funny. If laugh is funny. I'm vet niggas up. Are you serious, man?
He was outside in the waiting area like this. I'm like, yo, sorry.
I was sleeping. You see me sleeping. I was sleeping, motherfucker.
What's this only time at 1 in the morning? Fuck you talking about?
I'm too late trying to get that shit done, but I'm good, nigga. I'm good. I'm good. All right, I'm cool. Come on, I got a little fresh on long ghetto. I got a little fresh in my suitcase.
Well, yeah, come on, big fly fresh.
Hey, Rob, what up, Rob?
You keep acting like you the fresh nigga. You keep telling me that you fresh as me.
No, I said some days I get. I said a day.
There ain't no such thing as some days. That's not a fresh nigga.
You on the clothing line.
Fresh nigga is fresh every day.
Fresh every day.
Right, nigga, that's how fresh I am. I own a clothing line. I'm so fresh, I own a clothing line, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Come on, nigga, let me hypnotize you.
Where's your jewelry
Shut
bag?
up, look.
Crazy,
Shut up. I ain't about to hypnotize you. I'm about to hypnotize. Look, I'm about to calm him down.
That shit ridiculous. I ain't gonna front. That shit ridiculous.
You know what I mean? That's what's on this nigga. Don't try to get on my side, you bum ass nigga. He told me this nigga be in the rock video like, yo, I'm fresh, be with some bullshit. I
don't be having no. Come on.
Well, look at you now. A fresh nigga with a
rainwear, man.
What you mean? This is rainwear.
This rainwear, man.
This is my rainwear.
This rainwear, man.
They put on black sneakers like you gonna put on
this
some
rainwear, man.
Nigga like a devil dog.
I don't like that suit either, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Who cares what you like? You don't know
no bum ass carpet.
But you like that?
This hotter than that. Matter of fact, this hotter than that. I made a decision.
I don't care.
I made a fucking decision.
Look,
I'm going to Europe.
I get a bum ass nigga say anybody's friend. That's like you telling me about mathematics or something.
And you gotta use airs on your feet. They ain't brand new.
Nigga, they not brand new.
Pop tags today.
See?
Those ain't new, dang. Those ain't new, dang. Oh my God. Oh my God. Those are not new, Dane. You didn't pop this way. This way you see Dane's face get tight. This way Dane get tight because Big Face got him. Because his sneakers is all cracking. Let this be a lesson to you. When you call yourself fresh to death, nigga, don't run into Big Face Gary knowing you're going to snap on this nigga and you ain't got on no fresh kicks, nigga. No, sorry. Let's keep it going, though.
False accusations, I pop tags every day. What the fuck is wrong with you? My rain sneakers is new and my hot sneakers is new. What the fuck is you talking? My slippers is new. Nigga, I pop tags to walk around my house. Okay. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Don't front of me, nigga. You know what time it is. That shit is corny. That shit is corny. This nigga looking like a black skunk.
Fruit punch on your suit? Fuck out of
here,
here,
man. Corny,
all right, whatever.
You can't snap at me.
I'm by myself. I'm a warrior, man. This shit hotter than that, man.
That's it's not gonna work, man.
He said it's not gonna work. I like
yo,
it's not gonna work.
How can he tell me that and I designed it?
I don't care. It's your
3 years ago.
It wasn't 3 years. I got this last fall. It wasn't 3 years ago, man.
All right, look, revert back to the last. Yo,
last fall.
Choke. Revert back to the. I'm gonna tell you. Revert back to the first takeover. I'm wearing that suit.
All right, no.
Back when I got the Paris incident.
This last year, Damon.
All right, well, I designed it last year. That's how long ago.
You hit off your head with a bench last year. Wasn't this year, you bum ass
nigga? Yeah. See, Dane love to be cracking jokes on people, but he never likes to be losing when it comes when it comes to snapping. This nigga do not want to lose. Let me see if I can revert back to. Well, I'll do that another time. I'll show y'all exactly what Dane was talking about. He did have that suit on. Let's keep it going.
That's all good. I take 6. Take 6. I fucked a couple niggas up.
They got sneakers in his office. You fucked me up with that. I know you was playing, man.
Nah, nigga. I want to see that. That's the first loss I ever took. I franked that. Damn, I'm not used to taking no losses. So let me look at that so just to know it can happen. I didn't think it could happen. I never thought I didn't even imagine that I could ever take a loss. I didn't care how many niggas it was. I was like, I'm not running. Fuck that. I'm not taking a loss. I don't know how I could have got out of that situation with Brian. You know what I mean? I don't know that. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna get into this because we do this every time on a plane. I say you ran, you bum ass nigga, but I ain't gonna do it too much. You ain't run. You just wasn't there. That's all. That nigga pinged away like Star Trek.
Not a very cheap shot.
What's cheap about that? Now you just see, man, you know what you trying to do? See, I see.
You just hit him with 3 shots. You so funny nigga.
I see what you're doing though. I see what you're doing.
Love Child, what up?
You just get him 3
This
cheap
nigga's very
shots.
manipulative. Whoa. So you trying to tell me that's fresher than this? Number one. Crazy.
My man's they helped me down Sunday night.
I saw the tape.
They niggas helped me. They went out of line.
That was smart. But you know why? They don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I chalk it up to. Like, they really just don't know.
That's them to help me
They
down.
ain't been on the road. You know what I mean? But that shit was wrong. That shit was wrong when you get up. I spoke about it.
That was bad. As soon as my nigga leaves.
Definitely, Jeffrey.
That was wrong.
As soon as he gets in his van, everything stopped going great. That's why I said this nigga was crazy.
That's wrong. That's some wrong shit. All right. But whatever.
I was Cleveland. Charlotte.
Where you get this? All the way. Nah, he got your green felines, nigga. Why am I talking to you about fashion? I don't even know.
You know, funny, he said, since I came a long way, and I can't even
You
comment.
did come a long way, but you still can't comment.
For another 3 years, I can't.
Depending on how much you progress. This nigga bum ass shot tries to page me like, yo, what's up?
Oh, yeah, I was with him.
Yo, first of all, how does he use my name, Young First to Death, as his name on his
He
Twitter?
been had that shit.
And I've
He
been
been
telling him,
told
like, yo, how you be?
Celebrity
That's
Flash,
just
what up?
funny to me.
I told Shot
This nigga got Fresh to Death on his shit.
just for the camera.
Nigga, that's me. What you talking about? Huh?
Just for the camera on his license plate.
For what?
I don't know. It's feeling good.
What do you mean he put a camera on his license plate?
You know the shit. Watching his big cousin. He impressed. You got cameras on your van here, so
No, he's not riding in the back seat. He ain't got no driver.
you tell me.
He gonna be.
Shout out to Shy.
I told him to call you. That's why too. You call your
Yeah, because I like you a disrespectful nigga. Because I said for him a long time
cousin.
ago.
Call your cousin.
That's not good. You don't know nothing about respect. You don't know nothing about respect. I know he don't. I know he don't. He can't. He's being dead ass in the back. Yeah, I told him, man, don't try to fucking 2 when you know I'm leaving. You know, I told you know what I mean? Disrespectful ass nigga. Look, what did I do? I was like, this nigga's a clown. This nigga get money, he gonna spend all the money. He get himself hurt too.
I know, but I really.
I got you, Flash.
This nigga put rims on anything. He put rims on his daddy's car.
I don't need a
Daddy's car. How you put rims on another man's car? He's driving.
No, we're going straight.
That's some stupid shit.
But this is so buried that you can't get to it.
And you better pay his taxes. That's number one. Pay your taxes. You got to pay your taxes. You see what happens, nigga. They will come take your shit. So, you know, as soon as we go to the plane, we're going to do press. Like, I think, being that we late, yeah, press start. Yo, the press starts at 4 o'clock, Sophia? At 5, so we'll probably get an hour, whatever. Yeah, get right to it. What kind of press is it? Music press or fashion press? Both? For the young, me and the young guys?
be in your way a little bit.
Why are we doing the 2-room thing?
Yeah,
Yo, hey, Cho,
Yo,
can we play that for the people?
play what?
The shit you just showed me.
Yeah. Now, let me explain something to y'all right here. With Dame saying, hey, Cho, yo, can we show that at the joint that you just showed me? Now, this is a part of the lesson, you know, that I want to give y'all that I feel is a valuable lesson. Follow me on Instagram if you don't. Rockefeller didn't have an EPK at the time that I was working there, right? But Def Jam had hired me to do an EPK for them because they needed one. So I did one for Def Jam and came out tight. And Dane was mad that I did one for them. So I took it upon myself to do one for Rockefeller. I ain't get paid for it. It wasn't in my job description, whatever. It's just that when you working around a creative like Dane, and you see that he got so much going on, sometimes you have to take it upon yourself to do stuff for him or for the company that you know that they need, even though you're not getting paid for it, because it will show the person that you're working for that you're not just thinking about getting a check for yourself, that you have some initiative to make the company better. And a EPK, for those who don't know what an EPK is a electronic press kit. It's a press kit on your company and a video press kit on your company, your artists, your clothing line, whatever it is, your business. You know what I'm saying? So what an EPK does is basically you watching a video and it'll tell you everything about Rockefeller in a few words or a few minutes, 2-3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't know what an EPK is, electronic press kit, the letters EPK, electronic press kit. It's just your press kit. If you got a press kit and you got it in a folder, it's just you taking those elements and making a video file of it, you know, adding some elements to it, and boom. Maybe I'll show y'all the EPK I did for Rockefeller that Dane was so impressed with. But yeah, so take advantage or take opportunity to create and do something to impress the people you work for. Check it out.
Where we doing the two-room thing? Hey, Cho.
Yo,
Can we play that for the people?
play what?
The shit you just showed me.
Yeah, I'll burn it on DVD.
Yeah, brother. Yo, can we set up a DVD?
Sure.
You saw what he got? What he did? So we should play that for the people. Let's play that too. Like for the fashion people, we play the EPK. But for the music
Something like that.
people, just the music people. For the hip hop people, for their interviews, we should play the we play that EPK. Play that one. So that's talking about all the artists. That shit is impressive.
Thank you, Damon. Thank you for giving me my props, Damon. I appreciate that. It's impressive. Y'all heard him? He didn't ask me to do it. Nobody asked me to do it. Shocking nobody. I just knew that the company needed it. And I just put it together and then I show it to Dane. And now something that I created, it gets played in London. And now my brand has extended because now I got a London audience that I created something that Dane's going to use. And I ain't even asking for no money for it. This is how I used to rock with this nigga to make him better. I always got his back. That's why it hurts that we don't rock with each other, because we smart as a team together and we both have the same heart. But let me just keep it moving. Instagram, this is over. I'm not going to come back on live. I'm going to keep it exclusive for my Patreons. But I want y'all to get an experience of what I'm doing. All right? Peace. One second, y'all. 1 second. Let me get right back to it. One second, y'all. And thanks again, everybody that's tuned in on my Patreon. I see y'all. Definitely see y'all. Okay, cool. I'm back. All right. So once again, you know, shout out to Dane, but when you in a position when you working with somebody like Dane and you know that they need things, sometimes it ain't always about the dollar amount. You don't have to get paid for everything, you know, but showing them that you take the initiative to make the company better, it works out. You know what I'm saying? And looking back on this, I appreciate it. I appreciate him acknowledging that what I did was impressive. Even though he didn't say it to me, he said it to somebody else, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Always take the opportunity to make yourself and the people that you work with better. That's all I'm gonna say, man. And like I say, he didn't say it to me, but he said it, and that's all that matters.
Yo, hey, Joe.
Yo,
Can we play that for the people?
play what?
The shit you just showed me.
Yeah, I'll burn it on DVD.
Yeah, bro. Can we set up a DVD?
Sure.
You saw what he got? What he did? We should play that for the people. Let's play that too. Like for the fashion people, we play the EPK. And for the music
Something like that.
people, just the music people. For the hip hop people, for their interviews, we should play we play that EPK. Play that one. So that's talking about all the artists. That shit's impressive. Damn, so much luggage. Oh, you're riding with us? Wow.
Damon?
Yes, I am.
I have a present for you. My name is Rachel.
What is this?
Your itinerary?
Her name is Rachel. Rachel. Shout out to Rachel Roy. What up, Rachel?
Itinerary? Okay.
Yeah, your passport handy.
Should I just give it to you? Can't count.
Do you have your passport handy? I don't need it, but
Oh,
just to make
yeah,
sure
I
you
got
can get to it since everything's expired.
Yeah, I got it. I got it in that little Louis Vuitton.
Where?
Sit on the wall. Right here. I can see it.
This bathroom we won't be able to use. So I'm telling everyone.
Oh, we got 2 bathrooms though?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So there's gonna be another one up front. It's just a small one, but maybe like.
I said, I told Damon see that one.
You were going to.
What? I said, yo, matter of fact, we're going to fight. I took my shit up. You ain't want to get us into baby. I was eating it. But he smacked my hand. Excuse me. Grown man, don't smack no grown man hand out like that, man. I'm some disrespectful shit. As soon as he leave, you're not even like that, you know what I mean? As soon as he
telling him, like, you know, he was ducking.
they said I did good, I still come back with one.
Come back with a punch.
Then I'd have knocked on you with the crazy man. As soon as you were like, you fucking shit.
I wasn't. You was fighting. Y'all was fighting. You on some grabbing nigga shit.
You know, that's how I do with you too. So I fight you too. You be also
Because you're not
slamming. So you never.
Don't lie.
See, this is
Lord, lie.
incredibly. Why do you keep saying you fucking slam me, man? You never slam me ever. You used to try. You never slam me. I straight we fought in Rockaway.
I used to make you mad.
We used to rock. We used to fight in Rockaway. Fight one day in your crib. You got me good. You got me good in your crib.
They go to jail telling everybody.
Yo, why do you keep saying that, man? You let that one kid say that. You know how I'm
All it takes is
that,
one
man.
kid.
He was wrong. I cut him up behind that for mine.
How do you know he's a fight on?
Say it again.
How do you know he's a
He
fight
just made one gassed him up. He was talking shit in his office. You don't remember that
He
thing.
gassed you up.
Come on, man.
Why did you bring up fighting to that man?
I didn't even do that.
Well, then he just out of blue, he was like, "Oh, you used to fight Damon all the time."
I said, I hate that. I don't be talk like that. But
You used to come to my office trying to act tough, like you can't box though. Give me the rules. I said, all right, I'll wrestle with you.
It's a fight in Rockaway for twice a week.
Basketball, I couldn't box.
Only one I go. Nah, I ain't boxing. Nah, cause you nigga. I ain't no fool.
Then look,
I ain't boxing that nigga. I've been on it quick.
Then we get in the ring. He tries to kill me. He's swinging like,
I didn't do anything. When they caught me, I ain't gonna lie.
One day, every day. See how you be trying to? You
I'm
funny
tough,
too.
man. Why you be acting? You know, man, I'm tough, man.
I say you ain't tough, but don't act like you know what I mean.
Man, the only thing in front of me, I give you a prize. That was on my side, man. While your friend all over there, they kept you real. They're fucking, man.
I see youngest niggas doing it.
Yeah.
That's why I got 5,000 spent. Cause y'all ready? I would have gave you that because that's a white label, yo. That shit bought to me every day. I would have never thought that was gonna happen ever. You know what 5,000 spent is, man? You
don't find that. Look in the front. Yeah, I'm on the gym. I'm gonna do the same shit. I'm gonna do the same shit, my nigga. Your phone working overseas? What did you say? Nothing. You asked me my phone work overseas? No. My two-way works overseas. I'm asking. I'll be using your phone. My shit don't work overseas. Your phone don't work? Nah, I don't overseas. Like, right, nigga. Okay, let me just do this.
So just this one, okay.
Getting it? Oh, 24? Let me tell you what you should be getting. Let's get more than that. You get more than 5. Yeah, 5 at least. Yeah. Easy to get that.
It's gonna be bumpy taking off.
All right.
So you're
What you
worried
say?
because of the weather, so seatbelts and watch all this stuff.
But you gonna talk to yourself.
Now, right there, that's Dame talking to them about how much money they was getting on the show. I guess for that Rock the Mic tour. Remember, Jay didn't let nobody that was down with us at Rockefeller on the Rock the Mic tour. If I remember, Dipset couldn't get on the Rock the Mic tour. State Property didn't get on the mic tour. He only took the young guns. That's why Damon had created the Rock Army tour with Dipset and State Property, because Jay wasn't taking nobody else on the tour. So they just asked Buck, Neef Buck, how much y'all getting on the show? I think he said 1,200. And Dame said y'all should be at least getting 5. Dame would be looking out. Dame be looking out. You know what I'm saying? He in a lot of cases he did have the artist's best interest at heart. Now YJ getting them niggas 1,200 a show and they got a hit record. Whole nother story. Whole nother story.
Disrespectful motherfucker, man. That's your fucking motherfucker. I didn't say you was serious, man. You gotta make John suffer though. He's going. He's gonna make John suffer. You don't fuck with dudes like that because you know, like a cat that's very intelligent. He's not into being run. Like all he does is try to master how to fuck with you because that's his only defense. I'm a good dude. Nobody can do that. Niggas be trying, but I'm too good. Like, you know what I mean? Like certain kind of niggas that like can't do nothing to me physically, they'll be trying to do it in another way. If you're not prepared for it, it can catch you out there. You know what I'm saying? John's not right though. Of course she's not. She's definitely like I watched him. He should do it all the time. Like somebody shitted on him, wouldn't let him in the club or something. Like, he would ruin deals just for that. Somebody hurt his feelings. Yeah. So he takes his business on a personal level. You know what I mean? Damn. It's awful guys like that. I mean, you could, but you gotta do what?
Let that be a lesson to y'all. Y'all paying attention to what they talking about? They ain't telling you about how these industry niggas is and their character. If they can't physically beat you and they got a problem with you, they will make it hard for you in business. Did you hear that? Let me bring that back one more time. I think that I'm gonna end the lesson with that one today. Because this one is going, oh my God, it's so many jewels. Pay attention.
You would ruin deals just for that. I'm too good. Oh, honey? Oh, 24? Let me tell you what you should be getting. Let's get more than that. Yeah, you get more than 5. Yeah, 5 for sure. At least. Yeah. Easy to get that.
It's gonna be bumpy taking.
Y'all paying attention? Y'all see, hold on. Yo, y'all see Knee-Face when he looked at Chris about how much money they was getting on that show, and would be like he like, oh, the big homie whole flaying us. It ain't funny, but P game. See?
24.
He said 12.5. You know what I'm saying? He said 12.5. And Dame said 12,000? 12.5? He like, nah. 12.50? Y'all niggas is getting 12.50?
Let me tell you what you should be getting.
What we should be getting?
24. Let me tell you what you should be getting. You get at least 5.
Yeah, 5 for sure.
At least.
Yeah. Easy to get that.
It's gonna be bumpy taking off.
All right.
So you're
What you
worried
say?
it's the weather, so seatbelts.
Dirty game, dirty game, dirty game.
Disrespectful motherfucker, man. That's your fucking mom.
I didn't say you.
That's serious, man.
You gotta make John suffer though. He's going. He's gonna make John suffer. You don't fuck with dudes like that because you know, like a cat that's very intelligent. He's not into being fun. Like all he does is try to master how to fuck with you because that's his only defense. That's what you get. I'm a good dude. I'm like, that niggas be trying, but I'm too good. Like, you know what I mean? Like certain kind of niggas that like can't do nothing to me physically, they'll be trying to do it in another way. If you're not prepared for it, it can catch you out there. You know what I'm saying?
John's not right though.
Of course he's not. He's definitely like he tries to get niggas. Like I watched him. He used to do it all the time. Like somebody shitted on him, wouldn't let him in the club or something. He would ruin deals just for that. Because somebody hurt his feelings. Yeah. Like so he takes his business on a personal level. You know what I mean? Damn, look at this shit.
It's all from guys like that.
I mean, you could, but you gotta just watch it. You gotta know what you do. You can't be like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain niggas I know that got vendettas against me for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, at any chance they get it, any opportunity, any time, no matter how much, they ain't gonna never forget that it's kind of some of the shit I did. You know what I'm saying? But whatever though. It's all great. It's got 2 bathrooms. It's a decent. It's a G4. Yeah, it's a G4? Yeah, Word? I'm not mad at that. G4 to London? What the fuck is on these niggas? You know what I mean? Going to Europe. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know, Neve. Tell him. Neve, tell him, Neve. Yo, you got that rich girl CD?
Yeah. We put it together.
Just tell me how you like it, man. I'm not saying nothing, but I want y'all to speak up. You gotta tell me, you know what I mean? It's your shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, at least, you know what I mean? Like, at least just talk about it. Nobody go, you know what I mean? Just tell them what you feel. Yeah. That's the only way it's gonna get done right. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I let the artists do what they want to do. It's your music, so you gotta do what you want to do. But if you don't speak up, niggas won't know. They'll think, you know what I'm saying? So just, you gotta respect your music. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it like, I'm respectful about it, which is cool, but I'm saying it's your music, so speak. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta tell me everything. You gotta tell me everything. Just tell me. I'd rather you tell me. I think it's more disrespectful not to tell me and not say nothing than not to tell me. I mean, I don't never want you to feel away about nothing.
See, and right here, Dame is talking about their decision to rock with him or rock with Jay. That's why he's like, yo, y'all got to talk to me. Y'all got to tell me. Y'all got to tell me, you know, you got to let me know what you're saying. You notice Chris has not said a goddamn thing to Dame the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if goddamn Jay-Z's on Chris' phone just listening. Like, I just noticed this for the first time. Chris has not said anything to Dame the entire time we've been on this jet, and we ain't even take off yet. And we sitting on the runway for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Waiting to leave and everything, right? Chris has not said nothing to Dame. They both just came from Jay. Now you just find out y'all nigga Jay gave y'all niggas $1,200 a show. And then see Buck. I ain't gonna say he don't love Jay, but he don't idolize Jay. Chris idolized Jay. Buck don't give a fuck about the hip hop shit overall. You know what I'm saying? But he don't idolize any of these niggas. He's different. You know what I'm saying? Chris, to this day, won't say nothing about Jay. Jay can spit in Chris' face and that nigga will wipe it off and be like, yo, nah, nigga, he got a hole in his tooth. I'm not saying Chris is no sucker now. I'm just saying that's how much he loved Jay. He will make an excuse for that nigga. But right here is where Dame is trying to get information on them about how they feel, where they stand. And look at the response they get. They give him no response. Chris ain't even saying nothing. But you see Buck face. Buck is listening. Neef listens. He not caring about the idolization. He like, damn, man, we should be getting at least 5 G's a show. And he looking at Chris like, see, that's your man. Jay's your man.
When I put the old ones together with the
You put your first verse, Joel's verse, and your first original verse. They ain't like the way y'all formed, the way you. They been, yeah.
I don't know why it sound like that.
They put it together. That's what's crazy.
You heard it?
But you know the verse.
But I know how the verse. You got it.
First time.
Got that shit. I don't know why.
They don't go for that shit no more.
Let me go back a little bit.
Get it?
You see that? You see that? Do you see that? Learn from this. They on the Rock the Mic tour. Dame just asked him, yo, how much y'all getting the show? Nigga said 12,000? All right, Jay, looking out for y'all. Nigga, Buckle, 12,000? Nah, nigga, what do you mean? It ain't 12 million. What the fuck? Dang, y'all love this nigga. Let me not say nothing about Jay-Z. Let me not say nothing about Jay-Z. Y'all want y'all niggas get mad. Put these niggas on the Rock the Mic tour. You're $1,200 a show. Yo, do you want $1,200? Yo, I don't think y'all understand how big Can't Stop, Won't Stop was. I don't think y'all understand how many songs Young Chris did with Jay. I don't think y'all understand the Dynasty album was already out. You know what I'm saying? The Blueprint is out. We on the Blueprint too. Young Chris is all over it. Niggas is getting 1,200 a show with a tour with 50 Cent and Jay-Z. And they Rockefeller. Pay attention, man. I can teach y'all some things, man. Pay attention. Listen to that.
Get it? Oh, 24? Let me tell you what you should be getting.
You get more than
5.
Yeah, 5 for sure.
At least.
Yeah, easy to get that.
It's gonna be bumpy taking off.
All right.
So you're
What you
worried
say?
it's the weather, so seatbelts, watch all this stuff.
Rachel, I told you a second. Okay, you want.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna end this one right here on this note right here, because I don't think y'all would even believe me if I said that. I really don't believe. Look at me, Buck face. Shout out to my man Neef Buck. I really don't believe that y'all would believe that if I said it. I say, oh, this nigga Jay was giving the young on 1,200 shows on the Rock the Mic tour. 50 Cent wouldn't believe that. Okay. The first lesson here And like I said, look, they on the jet without their manager. If they getting 1,200 a show and they manager getting 15, 20%, how much are they really getting the show? The Rock the Mic tour was big. That was Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes. And I think it might have been LL. No, LL wouldn't be on the tour with Jay-Z. It was 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, and Snoop. I did the commercial for it. That's how I remember. I'll put it on my Patreon page so y'all can see. And they gave these brothers 1,200 a show. You seen Dame face? He's like, what? 12? What? Yo. Hey, choke no professor, choke no joke. The entertainment school is now in session. Y'all gonna learn some things today. All right. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in my Patreon. Let me give all my Patreon people a shout out. I can't end this right without shouting out my crew. I can't shout out everybody. It's too many of y'all. Shout out Ronald, Bigger BX, Negro Burger, Keyshawn, Tracy, Child. What was that? Child of the, I think it's Child of the Book. Make sure. Yep, Child of the Book. All right, Steve, what up? Aaron, what up? Who else in this live right now? Graciano, Jaheen, what up? Silk Team, hey, baby. K Beverlasting, you know, in the live right now. Corey in the live. Lamonte, Amain, what up? What up? Nina, what up? Jonas, what up? Jonas, I just bought some curry. Make some curry tonight, Damon. Jonas. Brenda, what up? Don't be having no babies on me, Brenda. Brenda! Gaia! Baby! Shout out to the pretty cakes. I see you, Ebony. And Al Ray, what up? Carl, what up? Mike Flizzy. In the live, said Fred, of course, in the live. D, what up, D? In the live, JJ, I see you. Stacy, I see you. Nick Buck, Young Chris, Dame Dash. Holla at me, man. Dame, man. Stop playing, man. We can make history again. Word, man. So I hope y'all got some jewels out of this first lesson. You know, I'll be back with lesson 2, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but y'all will get the notifications on Patreon, YouTube. I'll let y'all in a second. Y'all get this. All right, maybe tomorrow, maybe, you know. But I love y'all for the support. Thank you very much. Everybody that joined the Patreon tonight, I see a bunch of new people coming in. It gets better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Face Gary. Shout out Young Gunz, Chris and Neve. Shout out Dame Dash. And everybody else, man. Choke no joke. I'll see y'all in a minute. One love.